How about her beautiful brunette hair, or her fine figure and foxy face, her voice like a rustling brook or angelic whisper? Obviously, it would take an eternity to count all the ways I adore her. Many will say an attitude of gratitude is the healthiest, happiest way to go through life, and I concur. Throughout each day, if we are looking for reasons to be grateful, we will certainly find them. If we are not looking, we certainly will miss them. These reasons to be grateful may be referred to as blessings. Many may be small, relatively speaking. Nevertheless, it is a pity to miss out on these small opportunities to be grateful. Not only for these manifold small blessings, but for the multitude of major blessings we all share simply to exist on God's green earth. This is a little tribute to thanks to the dentists out there of the world. And I really am grateful. I mean, for certain people, jobs I really don't think I could do, but I really take advantage of and I really use and need these people. And dentists are one of them. I think which one of us is not grateful that we got teeth? I mean, thank God for our teeth. You know, I had my dentist put in a cap here on the lower teeth and the front. Meant, oh my God, it made all the difference in the world in being able to not show a tooth that's been broken. And I just wanted to give this little tribute to the dentists of the world. How infrequently do I hear anyone salute the dentists of the world? But consider the fact that without them taking care of the public's teeth, the bulk of humanity would live with chronic pain, have bad breath, and be less attractive. Think about that. Think about how valuable the dentists of the world are. Just think. I mean, can you imagine what they did thousands of years ago? I mean, the field, these trade has been around for a long time. It's like gardening or something, landscaping. But people can say, well, a lot of trades that are bad, you look at the money lending trade. Thousands of years ago, there were money lenders. We don't need them. But, we want, like gardeners, you don't need gardeners. Be a husbandry if you need to, they need people to know how to work on a farm, right? But, landscape is one of those things. It's more for candy for the eyes, right? It's just about beauty, aesthetics, and stuff like that, right? The senses and all that. Nice smelling flowers and that sort of thing. And herbs, stuff like that. But, so it's important in that sense that it fills the spirit. But it's really not, it's not an essential human need. But dentistry, it kind of borders on that. Can you imagine, if you've had dental problems, the pain you've experienced, ever had an abscessed tooth? I mean, you need somebody to take care of you, to pull a tooth or something, right? Do a root canal. You need something. But I just wanted to put it out there that I really appreciate the dentists of the world, and I thank you all very much. I know I told my dentist when she helped me out the last time, I was just, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I would have hugged her, but, men, you can't hug. Men can hug each other, but you just can't hug arbitrary women. I mean, that's it. I mean, she's probably married. I mean, that kind of thing can be misconstrued and inappropriate. I mean, if you know a woman and, she wants to hug, if she makes the first advance, that's fine. But generally, family and stuff, that's fine. Uh, Maybe close friends, female friends, maybe something like that. But generally, men cannot assert themselves in that manner. But I would have. I let her know, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said it just like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she knew I meant it. But, let your dentist know. The next time you're at the dentist, let them know how much you appreciate them, okay? No matter who's footing the bill, your insurance company, your Medicare, whatever it is. You yourself got to pull it out of your pocket. Still be very, very grateful that they jump through the hoops necessary to become dentists, because without them, we'd have a very miserable society. A lot of stinky, bad breath, a lot of people in a lot of pain, and a lot of people that couldn't even smile. Okay, so we need people making partial plates and the whole bit. It's a very important trade. Recently, I Googled the effects of stress on those around us. Does anyone think I was surprised at the short answer? Seeing such results, even on a secular basis, only reaffirms my conclusion that all human beings are inextricably interconnected. If something is bugging you, invariably, inevitably, it will bug me, and of course vice versa. Our mutual welfare is hopelessly intertwined. It is said, and I believe it makes sense, as a metaphor, that you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. So if anyone considers themselves truly enlightened, they know they must reach out to those perceived to be unenlightened, thereby leading them to living water. Be as divinely tactful as possible in reaching the perceived unenlightened. Use prayer to help emanate the right spirit, the right attitude, to be most effective in reaching others. But beyond this, we really can't do more than pray. It all comes down to an individual's own prerogative, their personal God-given right to free will choice. God wouldn't have it any other way. And should 99.9999% of people choose to continue on a metaphorical highway to hell, at some point we've got to save our own butts and drink the living water ourselves and let them go their own way. Although being a man of small faith, I can safely categorically state that it is not delusional to believe in a loving, all-powerful Creator God Almighty, and to understand His will for you on a very sound, logical basis. Would you like to find enlightenment? Ask and you will receive. Do you seek empowerment? Seek to empower others, especially the least of men. Or these, and that's a quote from Jesus Christ, because He said He was the least of men. Do you seek true, absolute, unconditional freedom? Offer true, absolute, unconditional freedom. And on in that theme. Our power to simply think, to imagine, is another example of God sharing great gifts with all of humanity. Here's a poem. The power of cuteness. Suddenly, there she was. My initial thought was, wow, what an exotic beauty. Then I looked for a ring on her pretty little finger. There wasn't one. Months passed. Then one fine morning I awakened with the most beautiful dream fresh in my mind. A sweet, blissful gift from above. Typically, I can recall very few details of most dreams, if I remember a dream at all. But there she was in my dream. Her face was familiar. She is an exotic beauty, with a sticky, sweet, kind, loving, demure aura. Atop her very attractive attributes was cuteness of an irresistible nature, much like a kitten or a puppy. Ever since I was smitten by this kitten, my life has gotten much better. Though complicated by the necessary growing pains. From head to toe, fingernails to feet, and all points in between, I am cleaner and more well-groomed. I am visiting the dentist more often. My bathroom, kitchen, and living room are all cleaner and better organized. My work, my health, and my attitude are all better. I smile whenever I think of her sweetness. I am an overall better man due to her cuteness. These examples are but a few perks you can experience from the power of cuteness. Never underestimate the transformative power of simple, genuine cuteness. How stupid are we? We talk about slavery as an evil phenomenon from our past history. But believe me, slavery is alive and well. In fact, it is thriving, legally, right under our noses. Hear me out. First of all, there was a need, an ethical duty to protect labor from ever again being exploited, i.e. enslaved. whereby passive, docile individuals and groups of individuals are held captive by individuals and groups of individuals whom are immoral, unethical, unscrupulous, and ungodly by nature, their own personal decision to be evil, and as such, the federal government came up with a regulation, a rule, a law known as the Federal Minimum Wage Law. In light of the fact that the establishment of an actual dollar figure for minimum wage workers had to be based upon the cost of living, it is only reasonable to expect the same basis in the 21st century. However, the, quote, government, by way of the Federal Reserve Bank and the Labor Department, being stealthily, though deliberately, remiss at adjusting minimum wage in equal accord to the true cost of living, the consumer price index, that is, the CPI, they have roundly circumvented their duty to the American worker. It all comes down to simple math. If the